Hi there, I'm Tammie VanDeusen with Summit Lending, and today I want to talk to all you listing agents. So I love it when you guys call me and you've got a buyer and you ask questions to find out if my buyer is qualified to buy your property. I think that shows like you're a really good agent. But I also find a lot of times you aren't asking me the right questions. So I wanted to give you some tips today on 8 questions I think every listing agent should be asking the lender when they get an offer. Number 1, is your buyer fully approved by a live underwriter or through the automatic underwriting system? And through the automatic underwriting system is fine, right? Those are usually pretty solid approvals as long as we've received the documentation. So follow that question up with, did you receive their income and asset documentation, and have you reviewed it? Because a buyer can tell me whatever they want. I can plug it into the automatic underwriting system and get an approval, but then once I get that documentation and it doesn't back up what they told me, we have a problem. So make sure they've gotten the documentation. Number 2 is, did we pull a full tri-merge credit report? So a lot of lenders get in the habit of just doing a 1 bureau credit pull because it saves money. A credit report's $125 a pop. So sometimes we like to just pull one to try and save ourselves a little bit of money, but eventually we've got to do that full tri-merge, and especially when they go under contract. And unfortunately, sometimes we get a surprise. So make sure you're asking if they've used a full tri-merge credit report. Number 3, is this contingent upon the sale or the lease of a current property? Sale's pretty evident, right? But lease, a lot of people don't think about. So if I'm leasing my house out in order to qualify to buy this one of the things that I need to have is typically at least 2 months of reserves of payments for that house in the bank. So ask that question, make sure they've got sufficient reserves. A question I get a lot is, what's the maximum that they qualify for? I won't answer that question because I feel like it is divulging private information of my buyer. So I'm not going to encourage you to ask that question. But the question you should be asking is, what is the max interest rate? Because if they've been promised some crazy interest rate, then we're going to have a problem right away. You're intelligent. You've got your thumb on the market. You kind of know what rates are doing. So if something seems way out of line, that kind of gives you a good indication. The other thing is, have they been approved for this property type? So if you've got a condo, a rural property, or something with a pretty good HOA, you want to make sure your borrower qualifies with that payment. Another question is, do any debts need to be paid off in order for them to qualify? Again, just kind of a good thing to know, making sure your lender's done their homework, and that if they have debt to pay off, that you've already sourced where that money's going to come from. And speaking of source where money comes from, absolutely ask, where's the down payment coming from, and has it been sourced? Do they need down payment assistance? Are they selling something, liquidating something, or is the money just sitting in the bank, right? So I think it's fair for you to ask that question. And then the final question, and this one is important, I think, is, how are you going to update me throughout the process? Do you have an automatic system that tells me what's going on throughout the process, when the appraisal's been ordered, when the loan's been approved? Or do you call me once a week? Like, how do you provide me updates, and how can I best get a hold of you? Because I can't tell you how many times my realtor partners call me so frustrated on the listing side because they can't get a hold of the lender to get an update to find out what's going on. Hope this helps. Hope you're all having a great day. And if you're looking for a lender, please give me a call. And I hope that when you see one of my approvals come across the desk, you know you're working with a professional. Thanks, and have a great day.